Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. My name's Janelle Clarke and I'm here to talk to you about acne. Do you have acne? Me too. Let's not be ashamed about it. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, so today I'm doing a little bit of a different video. I am going to be talking all about this mess on my face. No, but seriously. This is what's going on and we're gonna talk about it. So I have had super bad acne since around November and it's now April, and I think it's because I went off my birth control, but I'm not too sure. But I moved away for school and I thought that I didn't need to be on birth control anymore, and then I went off of it and everything was fine, and then like a month and a half later my face went to complete shit. So it has gotten a lot better, and I feel like it always looks way worse on camera because when I look in the mirror I think that it doesn't look that red or it doesn't look that bad, but then when I FaceTime someone or take a picture, I just like, that's all I can stare at and it just looks so red and just like in your face acne. But my skin actually has gotten a lot better with the things that I've been doing. It just looks bad because I do have a lot of redness just from my past acne, so a lot of it has healed and like isn't even present anymore. It's just red from what used to be there and just kind of scarring. So I am slowly trying to get rid of that and doing everything possible. But I thought that I would go over my skincare routine for you guys and just talk about why these products work for me. So if you're someone out there with the same problem, then hopefully some of these products that I use could possibly work for you. So let's get into that. So the first thing I do when I wash my face, I only wash my face in the evening just because it's too much for my face. It's just too hard on my skin to be washing it in the morning and at night, and so I just do all of my skincare at night. I have very dry skin, and that's what's kind of tough because people with acne usually think they have oily skin, but that's not always the case. Like for me, my skin is very dry, but then I just got really bad acne, so there's that. But I'm just gonna kind of go in order of what I use and just kind of go over it. So the first thing that I use, so actually first of all, I'm going to school to be an esthetician and I'm almost done, just a couple more months left. So I have learned quite a bit about skincare. So the things that I do talk about, I'm telling you because they're things that I've learned. So I'm not just kind of pulling it out of thin air. It's knowledge that I've learned from going to the school that I'm going to. And yeah, so I just wanted to say that first so people weren't just like, well, how does this girl even know what the hell she's talking about? So there we are. So the first thing that I use, I always do 2 cleanses just because I used to never do 2 cleanses, but then going to school, I learned in the spa when you're giving a facial, you do 2 cleanses. So that's just what I started doing for my skin, and it's made a huge difference because I realized that you don't even get everything off with just 1 cleanse, and so 2 cleanses for me has made a huge difference in my acne. I used to have, it was really cystic and just like a lot of active pustules and papules, so like whiteheads and just big red bumps. And they were really sore and just like really big bumps, and then all through my jawline I had just like tiny little white bumps, like a lot of congestion just all through here, and I kid you not, like hundreds of little tiny bumps all like by my mouth and like my jawline and right here, and it was so bad. And now that is like all gone. But it was so bad because I love makeup, and when I put makeup on it would just be all these tiny little bumps, and so this redness I don't mind too much because I can cover it up because there's actually not very much acne there anymore, like any more active acne. There's a couple on this side, but for the most part it is just redness that I have to cover up, so it's not too bad. So I have for the most part, gotten rid of my acne, and now I'm just working on getting away the redness and the hyperpigmentation. So the first thing that I use is Tatcha's Pure One Step Camellia Cleansing Oil. It says 1 step, but I use it as my first step. And so it's an oil, and you apply it with dry hands onto dry face, and I put this on my makeup and I love it because it just melts away my makeup and gets all of like the heavy makeup off, and then gets your skin prepped for your second cleanse, and so that your second cleanse can focus on your skin and not removing the makeup. So this is great for that because it is an oil, so it's really good for taking off makeup if you're a cake face like me. So I love that. It is on the more expensive side, but I do love it a lot. There's also a thing that we're using in school. It's by Dermalogica. It's called Pre-Cleanse. Same type of thing. Love it as well, but I just already had the Tatcha cleansing oil, so I didn't buy the Dermalogica one. And then yeah, so after you've put it on with dry hands onto dry skin, you have moved your makeup around and massaged it in, and you think you're good to rinse it off. Then you want to add some water to emulsify it, and then rinse it off. And then I go in with my Fresh Soy Face Cleanser, this one right here, if that will focus. There we are. I've gone through a big bottle of this, a medium bottle of this, and now I just have this little small travel one that I'm on now. But I love that cleanser so much. I've been using it since probably for about a year now. I love the way it works with my skin. It's for sensitive skin. You can use it on your eyes, and it's good for all skin types is what it says on here. And so I have super dry skin, and it's really good for me, and it's a pretty light cleanser, so I feel like it would be good for all skin types like it claims. So then I go on with that. After that, I just started this because I've been trying to exfoliate more since I want to take away dead skin cells to help regenerate new skin cells so that this redness can just go away. I can't talk today, so anyways. So what I use for an exfoliant is the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant. It looks like this. This stuff is amazing because it's gentle enough to use every single day. It is a rice-based powder, and so this is just full of powder, and it activates with water. So you do not want to get any water in this. So when I use it, I dump it into my hand and then close the lid, get it away from any water, and then I'll add water and then start massaging onto my face. I do focus down my cheek area just because that's my problem area, but obviously I do get everywhere. But I've been using that every single day, and I know that seems like a lot for an exfoliant, but it is gentle enough to use every day, hence the name Daily Microfoliant. But Dermalogica is the brand that we use in school, and they have some wicked stuff. So if you know a place that sells Dermalogica in Vancouver, there's on Robson, it's called Curly Q, and in there it's like a little store, and they sell Dermalogica, and so that's where you can get it in Vancouver. And I'm sure there's other places, but a lot of spas carry it as well. But that's what I've been using for an exfoliant, and it's been so great, and it makes a difference in my skin, and I have noticed it. And then I missed toner. So before my exfoliant, I use a toner, and I use the OleHenriksen's Balancing Force Oil Control Toner. Looks like this. I'm almost done it. This helped a lot with, the reason I got this is because Desi Perkins got it, and she said that it helped with her congestion, and so that's why I got it, because it was when I had all that congestion and those tiny little bumps all right through my jawline and my chin that I wanted to get rid of. And so I bought this, and I did change a couple of things in my skincare routine, and my congestion went away. And so I think it did have something to do with this. I'm not sure if it was all just because of this toner, but it did play a part for sure. So that one's really good. And also my best friend uses it and she really likes it as well. So I recommend that. And you can get that at Sephora. And then after my jump back over to exfoliant, after my exfoliant, I use the C-12 Pure Bright Serum from Dermalogica. This shit is expensive. This was $132, but from what I've learned and using Dermalogica in school and going and hearing from people who work for Dermalogica and reading the product ingredients and learning about all these different types of ingredients that go into not just Dermalogica, but just learning about different ingredients that go into skincare and their benefits and what all it does, I know that this is totally worth the money. And same with the Daily Microfoliant. Like, I know that they're totally worth the money. I think the Daily Microfoliant was $80. And yeah, so I don't have any doubt in it not working, and that's why I did spend that amount on it, because I knew that it would do something. And so I did just start using that, so I haven't seen a huge difference, because they said kind of within a month to like 3 months. So I can't speak for it yet completely in saying that it works and takes away redness, because I did just start using it, but I don't have a doubt in it, because if I did, I wouldn't have sold my arm for it. But anyways, so there's that. And then after that, I have my moisturizer. And I know this seems like a lot, but this is my nighttime skincare routine. So if you're someone who's like super busy, I'm not saying to do this in the morning, because nobody has time for that. I wake up right before I need to go to school, and that's it. Like, I don't put anything on my face. I just go. So for my moisturizer, I use the, I don't even know how to pronounce this, but it's a waterbank moisture cream for normal to dry skin. Me. But I'll show you the name if it will focus. There. I don't know how to say that, so you can just say it to yourself. But I've been using this for about a couple months, and I really like it. Before this, I was using the Fresh, one second, let me get it. I still got it. I was using the Fresh Lotus Youth Preserve Face Cream with Super 7 Complex. Looked like this, it's like completely gone. And I love this, and I think once this is done, I'm actually gonna go back to this, because I just felt like this gave me more hydration, and I just felt more moisturized using this one. Not that anything's wrong with this one. I wanted to try something different, but I think I like this one better. So I think I'm gonna go back to it once the one I'm using now is gone. So that is my main skincare. So that's what I do every single night. And it has made a huge difference in my skin with the, like I said, I don't have very much active acne anymore. It's just now focusing on getting away the hyperpigmentation and all like the redness and post-inflammation. And so I'll go kind of up close so you guys can see. But like you can see, like where I had all the congestion, there's just lots of little red little dots everywhere. And in here, like this is all smooth, like this one and this one. Like there's a couple that, you know, are active, but like this, for the most part, this is just like from past ones, because I was having like really bad cystic acne, and it was just like painful. And I also started changing my pillowcases every night or every second night. Some nights I forget to change them, but I've been changing my pillowcases a lot more, because that makes a huge difference. And also cleaning my makeup brushes a whole lot more since I started getting acne. Before I had acne, when I didn't have acne, I clean my makeup brushes like not very often, and I know that sounds really gross, but then once I got really bad acne, I was cleaning them all the time, because obviously all that bacteria goes onto the brushes, and then I'm just putting it back on my face the next day. So I was making sure that I did that and changing my pillowcases. I could tell you I drink a lot of water, but I would just be lying to your face and to me, because I forget to drink water, and I know it sounds so bad, and I've been actually doing better lately. I've been drinking like a bottle and a half of water. I had like a liter bottle, and so I've been drinking one of those a day, maybe a little more, for like the past week. So not a lot, but just recently, because I was like, geez, I need to drink more water. Because it's not that I don't try to, but I'll just get home and then I'll lay in bed and it'll be the end of the night or at the end of the day, and I'm just like, I didn't drink any water today. What the hell am I doing? So I have been trying to drink more water because I know that will help a lot. I also am contemplating going back on my birth control just because I don't want to pay for it. And I don't want to get my body back onto it because I just wanted to take a break from it. I've been on it since I was 14. So I just thought, I'm moving away, ain't gonna be doing nothing. Everything's regulated. So I thought that I would give my body a break from birth control. And it just did not work in my favor. It just slapped me in the face. And I'm so mad at myself that I went off of it now, because I always had such nice skin. And it was great. Like I always, like I didn't have to wear makeup. Not that I have to wear makeup. I've accepted my face. So not that I have to wear makeup or feel like I have to wear makeup, but I just would rather wear makeup instead of going out, because people don't know that this is like just redness. Like people look at it and be like, oh shit, that girl's got a lot of pimples on her face. And I don't. So I just feel more comfortable, I guess, wearing makeup. And especially to work, like I'm a waitress, so to work, obviously I have to wear makeup because nobody wants to tip a face that looks like this. But obviously I want to look nice. But before, my skin was super nice and really clear. I was just really pale and had some dark circles under my eyes because I don't sleep well. But now it's just like, I feel like I just want to wear makeup more. But yeah, so I'm wishing that I didn't go off birth control, because I didn't change anything else that could bring on all of this. And cheek area is hormones for acne, so if you're getting your period, like when I would get my period, I would get like a random couple pimples like right in my contour, like along my cheekbone. And because this area is hormonal, and so I'm just assuming that it was my birth control that effed up my life, because this all in here, and that's really the only thing that I can think of that I changed. And so that's what I think it is. And I talked to my instructor at school and she thinks the same thing. All right, my camera stopped and I can't really remember where I was, but I think I was talking about, oh yeah, birth control. So I'm convinced that's what it was. That's the only thing I can think of that I changed that could make this big of a change in my skin. And so I'm kind of contemplating going back on it, but I feel like now that my skin's getting better, I don't know if I want to go back on it, and then if I ever go off it again, have to deal with this all over again, because like, or if I should just let my body get used to it, completely not having it, and see what it's like. So I'm in like this hard place, because I don't know if I want to start again to get rid of this, but then one day I'm gonna stop again and then have to deal with this all over again, or if I should just wait this out, get rid of it, and then my body's just used to not having it. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do with that. But now my main thing is just getting rid of the redness. And a big thing for me when it first happened, because since I was so used to having super nice skin, the only thing I ever worried about was just having dark circles under my eyes, which I would just put a little bit of concealer under there and I was good to go. But now I'm like putting concealer all right here, and it's just, it sucks. And it just was hard going from always having really nice skin to all of a sudden just like one day, I don't even remember, it was just all of a sudden I had like a bunch of acne and it was just not going away. And when it did go away, it was just like all this red crap all over my face, and it just sucked. So you do get used to it. I've gotten used to it. I'm obviously trying to get rid of it. I'm not okay with it, but I'm not like hating my life and thinking that I'm hideous. And if you have acne, you shouldn't think that you are not beautiful, because that's not true. And I know that it's probably hard to deal with, but it will get better. And there's so many things that you can do. Like if you have really, really bad acne and it bothers you so much, you can do things like you can go on Accutane, you can get chemical peels, you can get microneedling, you can get a bunch of different things that can help out with that. I would love to get those, but I'm just trying to get rid of it as natural as possible with just kind of topical products. So that's what I'm doing right now, but it is hard because a lot of products that you buy, your skin has two main layers. It has the epidermis and beneath it is the dermis. And so a lot of products and a lot of things that are going on with your skin, you need things that penetrate all the way down to the dermis, and no topical treatments do that. Like this, none of these things go right down to my dermis and help bring new skin cells up and help get new skin cell renewal or anything like that. So things like microneedling, when it's actually going into the dermis and then your skin's realizing that it needs to fix itself, and so it brings up all these new skin cells and starts to heal. So things like that really help. So I would like to try that, but right now I'm just kind of going the topical way and hoping that that helps. Another thing that I did want to mention was my favorite face mask, which is the Glamglow Supermud Clearing Treatment. This is my favorite face mask of all time. And I know with dry skin, mud masks aren't ideal for people with dry skin. They're more for like the oily skin. But I use this as a spot treatment. And so when I say spot treatment, I mean, it looks like I have a beard because I put it all right here. Because spot treatment, it's one big spot. So I put it on my cheeks, and that's really the only place. And it just kind of helps anything that's in my skin come out and come to a head. And I also stole some lancets from my school. So if anyone from my school is watching this, don't come after me for stealing lancets, okay? They're just tiny little plastic needles. Just trying to do the right thing for my skin. But that has made a huge difference too, because when I'd have a whitehead or something, I would just go and like push on it, and it would burst out. And that, I learned, is not good, because then it's harder to heal because it's like this tear. So I did take those from school, so whenever I did have a pimple that was ready, I could just poke it and get everything out without it bursting out of my face. So that sounds kind of gross. Well, it is gross, but that has helped a lot too. And so I wish I would have been doing that the whole time, because when this first came about and there was just a bunch of pimples and like a bunch of whiteheads, I was just freaking going to town and squeezing them and letting them break open through my skin, and that's probably where all this damn redness came from. So, and then lastly, something that I wanted to talk about that I do have a whole complete video on is the Halo Beauty hair, skin, and nail boosters from Tati Westbrook. So when these first came out, like I explained in the video, I did doubt them. I was like, I don't know, but then I seen all these reviews and like people showing before and after within like 5 days, and I was like, okay, I want to try them. So I ordered 2, and so this is a cute little bottle. I'm almost done, but you take 2 every day together. She says you're supposed to take them together, so I take 2 a day. And the first thing I noticed was the hydration in my skin, because I have a lot of superficial dehydration. Can I show it on the camera? When you go like this, and it's like all this, like, I don't know if you can see, but maybe it's better. Oh yeah, there's like, this camera's good, but it's not that good. Just kidding, it's a pretty good camera. But I have a lot of superficial dehydration, and so the first thing that I noticed was my skin being way more hydrated. I haven't noticed anything for my hair, not gonna lie. My nails, I have noticed a lot. They grow, this doesn't want to focus. Come on. There. My nails, I have to cut them for school and they grow. Oh, hey. Hey. There we go. There we go. Okay. So they grow like crazy, but I'm not going to talk about nails. I just want to say that these have helped hydrate my skin as well, because I have very dry skin, like I was saying, and a lot of superficial dehydration, and that's when your skin looks kind of crepey, you know, mainly on the forehead or like the nose and little chin. But I just feel way more hydrated lately, so that's really nice too. But yeah, so this video is probably going to be a bit long, but I did just kind of want to go into depth about my skincare routine and just about my acne and kind of how I deal with it and what I use for it. And if you have the same thing happening for you, then hopefully this video helps some people. But yeah, so that is me and all about my acne. You're welcome. But yeah, so I will link everything down below and the prices. Some of them are a little bit on the pricier side, but they've been working for me, so I'm not really complaining about it. But yeah, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it's long, but I did kind of want to change it up and just talk about my skin, because skincare is super, like, a huge thing for me and just very important to me, and my skin is very important to me, and how I look is very important to me. I love makeup, and the reason that I'm going to school to be an esthetician and learning about skin is because to have a really nice makeup, you want to have a nice canvas, clean canvas. So I just hate putting makeup on myself when I have like a lot of acne, because then I look at it and I'm like, all I can see is these little bumps, because you can't cover the bumps. You can cover the redness, but you can't cover or hide the bumps with makeup. So those will always be there even if you try and cover them up. So I just wanted to let you guys know what I've been using and kind of just about my face. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will shut up now.
Juicy sweatsuits, doing lines in the restroom. All y'all just to impress who?